बन के देखिए, अपना अपना एम्बिशन है। अब फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये तो फिर वही बात होगी, आप लोग ऐसी प्रिपरेशन कर ही क्यों रहे हो जब एक दिन मरना ही है। जाओ खाओ पियो मजे करो। हाँ, उसका अल्टीमेट गोल यही है, बस सुपर पावर बन के रहना है। गोल ही होता है पीपल रन आफ्टर पावर, पावर से सब कुछ सॉल्व होता है, कुछ लोग पैसे के पीछे भागते हैं। नेशनल इंटरेस्ट है ना, टू मेंटेन देयर कंट्रोल ओवर द वर्ल्ड। साइकोलॉजिकल मजा, साइकोलॉजिकल मजा दैट वी आई एम द मोस्ट पावरफुल कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड। अब फॉर एग्जांपल हम भी क्यों आजकल बात कर रहे हैं वी आर अमृत काल, इट्स अ साइकोलॉजिकल सेटिस्फेक्शन कि अमृत काल में आ गए। ऐसा क्या बदल गया अमृत काल में? साइकोलॉजिकल सेटिस्फेक्शन। चलिए, तो इंडिया रशिया में फेज 1, दिस यू कैन आल्सो प्रेडिक्ट। इंडिया गॉट इंडिपेंडेंस, इंडिया चोज नेम, स्टालिन वाज देयर एंड ही वाज highly critical of India. He used the word that USA also used, either you are with us or against us. He said there is no midway. You say you are part of NAM, you are neither part of India, oh, you are neither part of US bloc nor part of our bloc, but in actual life if you are not with us you are against us. सीधी सी बात है। तो स्टालिन के टाइम पे our relations are very bad. Fortunately he died early 1956 में। नहीं, अच्छा है, ऐसे लोग जितना जल्दी मर जाए उतना बढ़िया। ठीक है, तो ये हो गया, माओ हो गया, पर ठीक है, he killed millions of people by the time he died. And the thing he instituted was gulags. Gulags were basically the concentration camps. The way, but the difference was the Hitler had concentration camp where he sent the Jews, he sent his own people. And who were these people? Whosoever disliked him. That's the problem with dictators. They are the most insecure person on earth. आपको पता लगाना है, even if between you, if you want to understand कौन dictatorial tendency वाला व्यक्ति है, try to criticize them. And if that person immediately replies, तो समझ लेना कि that person is insecure from inside. A secure person never immediately replies. They analyze and then they reply when the time is appropriate. पर उसके लिए मेहनत लगती है, उसके लिए effort लगता है. And the insecure person immediately reply. हाँ, he was a kind of person. He was insecure. Same माओ के साथ भी same scene था. Mao instituted cultural revolution. The purpose of cultural revolution was to weed out anyone who dislikes or who have capitalist understanding. He also killed millions of people. देखिए, मैं एक चीज हमेशा कहता हूं, आई बिलीव हमें इडियोलॉजी का स्पेक्ट्रम पता है। द इडियोलॉजी का स्पेक्ट्रम दैट वी हैव इज यू हैव लेफ्ट, you have center, and you have right. Right, within this it's a very basic spectrum. There are too many varieties. जैसे for example right में you have people like fundamentalist, orthodox. Fundamentalist can be anyone. Extremist, orthodox, fundamentalist, they all are right people. Left में you have socialist, communist. Center में you have liberals. This is the ideological spectrum. Keep one thing in mind, extreme left and extreme right both are bad. Extreme left पे if you go, you will find Stalin and Mao, both of whom kill millions of people. Extreme right पे if you will go, you will find Hitler, who also killed millions of people. So extreme, whether it is right or left, is dangerous, and the preferable position is always left of center, and that is the position you will take while writing answers. कोई भी आंसर आप लिख रहे हैं, ethics, GS, whatever you are writing, keep this in mind. Always maintain the position of left of center, because left of center people, they respect liberty, but at the same time they want people who are deprived must be supported by the state. अब एक्सट्रीम पे राइट पे जाओगे तो they want everything to be supported by the state. Nothing is above the state, nothing is below the state, everything is a state. ऐसा नहीं चाहिए हमें. Liberty is also crucial. एक्सट्रीम राइट पे जाओगे you will find the same thing. However, it's irony, आज के समय में हम नेशनलिज्म को एसोसिएट करते हैं राइट विंग के साथ. Nowadays we associate, जैसे कल ही हमने बात की थी, फिर रिमेंबर अडानी वाला केस हमने जब डिस्कस किया था. The Hindenburg report, they have given a rebuttal to Adani and said you cannot prevent your fraud by wrapping yourself in the national flag. He is saying that attack on me is not attack on me, it is attack on India. Partially true, partially wrong. Partially true इसलिए because he is a big firm. If he will go down, India's economy will go down. तो partially true है, पर partially wrong इसलिए है because it's an attack on his wrongdoings. Yes, that's the realist way. Ideologies are the mean, but I always say idea is more dangerous than anything in this world. Anything is less dangerous in front of an idea. An idea has killed millions of people around the world. An idea that somebody is a troublemaker. Say, हम उसमें भी कर रहे थे. Anyway, so Stalin started gulags, so-called concentration camp. Anyone who did not agree with the communist ideas, they were sent to सीधा गुलाग जाओ, labor करो. And I told you, if you remember, from India and China, Nehru did not fear Russia or China. He feared communism. Nehru was not fearful of China. He was fearful that communism may percolate in India. That was his fear. That was his fear. तो स्टालिन के टाइम पे how would be our relations? फेज 1 में कैसे होंगे रिलेशन हमारे स्टालिन के टाइम पे? बताइए, प्लीज टेल मी. वेरी बैड, वेरी 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 बैड. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, phase 2. Things changed when thankfully the God took a pity on the Russian people and they killed Stalin. The God killed Stalin to save the people of Russia. So ultimately Khrushchev came to power. Yeltsin is later. Khrushchev, and this is the same person who started de-Stalinization of Russia. He started de-Stalinization of Russia. Yes, this is the person who angered Mao. He started de-Stalinization of Russia and he started developing good relations with the West. Good relations with the West, matlab he said, we love communism, you love liberalism, so be it. Stalin was like communism, communism, communism. He was like both communism and capitalism can live in this world. That was his assertion, and this is something Mao did not like. That's why Mao called him revisionist traitor. ये पहले भी हम कर चुके हैं. Mao called him revisionist traitor. Why in this case revision means revision of ideology. And what is that revision of ideology? क्या हुआ? मन में लड्डू फूट रहे तुम्हारे? क्या हुआ? बता दो, अपने ही दोस्त है सारे. बड़ी खुशी हो रही है, प्रपोजल एक्सेप्ट हो गया. पता नहीं, कुछ तो हुआ होगा. चलिए, सो व्हाट वी वर डूइंग. यस, हाँ, तो कम्युनिज्म हमने एक चीज समझी थी. कम्युनिज्म, देखो आपको बधाई हो कर रहे हैं ऑनलाइन वाले सारे. कम्युनिज्म को हम क्या समझते हैं? डिफाइन व्हाट इज कम्युनिज्म. हाँ, ये सादा क्लासलेस स्टेटलेस सोसाइटी. इसमें थोड़ा सा हम समझते हैं एंड ऑफ हिस्ट्री थीसिस. व्हाट इज एंड ऑफ हिस्ट्री? एंड ऑफ हिस्ट्री थोड़ा सा वी हैव ऑलरेडी अंडरस्टूड द इवोल्यूशन. हाँ, यस दमन, फुकुयामा वाली थ्योरी. We have already understood a bit of evolution. That is, first there was feudalism, and what was the important characteristic of feudalism? What is the most important characteristic of feudalism? Serfdom, yes. Most important is serfdom. सही बोले, landlord system. जैसे हम इंडिया में क्या बोलते हैं? जमींदारी. India में जमींदारी. The most important part of feudalism means landlord system. The land was holded by few people through generation, hierarchy. Landlord system. जैसे इंडिया में जमींदारी सिस्टम जो हमारा बना था, इट वाज अ वैरायटी ऑफ, और यू कैन से लाइक द फ्यूडलिज्म ऑफ द वेस्ट. एंड व्हेन वी बिलीव मिडिवलिज्म, मिडिवल पीरियड हम फ्यूडलिज्म से एसोसिएट करते हैं. व्हेन यू बिलीव मिडिवल और फ्यूडलिज्म स्टार्टेड इन इंडिया, कुछ आइडिया है कब स्टार्ट हुआ था? दिल्ली सल्तनत नहीं, उससे पहले स्टार्ट हुआ था. एंशिएंट में जाइए थोड़ा, गुप्ता पीरियड में. एग्जैक्टली गुप्ता पीरियड में आप पढ़ेंगे समानता सिस्टम. गुप्ता में एक समानता सिस्टम था, दैट इज बिलीव. हाँ यस आस्था, गुप्ता पीरियड. You will understand the Samanta system that is believed to be that laid the foundation of the germs or the seeds of feudalism in India. Sultanate वगैरह तो they were purely feudalistic. Nonetheless, feudalism was replaced by capitalism as a system. Feudalism as an economic system was replaced by capitalism, and the most हाँ yes आस्था decentralization होने लगा था. And capitalism में there are two people, capitalist and working class. Then capitalism was challenged by socialism. Socialism, remember, is also have two classes. Socialism में भी you will have working class and capitalist. Difference दोनों में main ये है कि in capitalism, capitalists are the beneficiary of the system. In socialism, working class is the beneficiary of the system. If you remember, हमने difference समझा था People Republic of China, Republic of China में, PRC and ROC में. वहां पे we understood that they said कि PRC is basically why they use the word peoples, because they said democracy means rule of the majority, and how come 1% control the country. So it's a democracy for the capitalist, dictatorship for the working class. तो ये बदला जाता है. हम अभी भी एंड ऑफ हिस्ट्री को समझ रहे हैं. देन सोशलिज्म में एक चीज याद रखिएगा, कम्युनिज्म इज अ वैरायटी ऑफ सोशलिज्म. Communism is not a separate from socialism. Communism is a variety of socialism, that is Marx specific socialism. How Marx imagined a socialist country, that we call communism. यहां तक बात समझ में आई? What Marx basically said, he said history of all societies is the history of class struggle. He said if you look at the evolution of humans, you will find always there were two classes. All beneficiary kept on changing. Feudalism में the landlord were the beneficiary, the serfs were the deprived class. Capitalism में capitalists are the beneficiary, working class is the deprived class. Socialism में working class is the beneficiary, capitalists are the deprived class. He said only communism is a system where there is no class, and when there is no class, then it is the end point of history. सबको बात समझ में आई? He said history evolves because two classes are there, they keep on fighting with each other. In communism there will be no class, so it is the end point of history, and that is your Cold War. What was Cold War? Cold War was a fight between capitalism and communism. Both were trying to prove who is the end point of history. Is capitalism is the end of history or communism is the end of history? And that is exactly the Cold War. Yahan tak clear? What happened? This theory is clear. So this is what Stalin believed. When Khrushchev came to power, he changed the understanding. He said both communism and capitalism can live together. जबकि मार्क्स के हिसाब से history will end only when class struggle will end, and class struggle will end only in communism. So that's why Mao called Khrushchev as a revisionist traitor. सबको समझ में आया why he called Khrushchev revisionist traitor? क्लियर है सबको? ठीक है. So that is our second phase. Second phase में Khrushchev became the revisionist traitor of Mao, और फिर हमें पता है कहानी क्या होती है. The US starts ping pong diplomacy, start developing relations with China, and for that it start developing relations with Pakistan. The world axis in phase 2 we had. Phase 2 में you had USA, Pakistan and China on the one side, and USSR and India on the one side. India became a natural choice for USSR because India has animosity with Pakistan, and China, if US is going near to Pakistan, so obviously USSR will choose India. And that's for this reason we signed a treaty of peace and friendship. The most important part is Article 9 of that treaty. We signed treaty of peace and friendship, and in this treaty there was Article 9, that was mutual security guarantee. Mutual security guarantee means if anyone goes on a war with USSR, India will be there with the USSR. Anyone goes war with India, USSR will be with India. Hamesha we write mutual security guarantee always. If you see such kind of defense agreement, they are mutual security guarantee. But in real life, it is a guarantee of a stronger power to the weaker power. Weaker power काहे की mutual security दे सकता है? But कहा जाता है because we believe that all nations are equal. The principle of UN जो हम करेंगे, United Nations General Assembly, where all the members are present, the principle of UNGA is all nations are equal, be it a small nation like Maldives or a big nation like Russia. They all are sovereignly equal. Clear? इसलिए हम बोलते हैं mutual security guarantee. But in real life, it is a one-sided guarantee of a stronger power to a weaker power. Clear? तो यहाँ पे कैसे relation होंगे अब आप बताइए? Best of the best. Basically, you can say India was inclined toward USSR, and this relations continued till 1991. The both phases are clear. Phase 1, phase 2. Any question? Okay. Then we have phase 3. Phase 3 को आप कह सकते हैं लगभग 1991 से 2008 तक, लगभग रफली, और 2014 भी कह सकते हैं when Modi came to power. So what happened? Yeltsin comes to power. In 1991, Gorbachev was in power. Mikhail Gorbachev, who recently died. He was in power, and he is considered as he is considered a person responsible for USSR disintegration. But nonetheless, we understand that when USSR got disintegrated, it is said that Russians were in pain, Indians were crying. When USSR got disintegrated, Russians may be in pain, but Indians were crying. Why? Because we lost a superpower, which was basically protecting us every time. So, of course, we had to cry. Nonetheless, Yeltsin comes to power. And from USA, I told you, there was Russia adopted shock therapy. Shock therapy. What is shock therapy? पहले कभी मैंने शायद बात की होगी. बताओ what is shock therapy? Anyone? Online people? Neoliberalism याद है सबको? What is neoliberalism? Market fundamentalism. मैंने शायद पहले बताया तो होगा. Neoliberalism is basically market fundamentalism. The tool of market fundamentalism that were used by IMF and World Bank were shock therapy and structural adjustment program. This was for non-European nations, including India. And this was for shock therapy was for European nation. So basically, Yeltsin adopted shock therapy. मतलब Yeltsin adopted neoliberalism. The way we adopted neoliberalism in 1991, but there was a difference. We were forced to adopt. 1991 में what we were facing economic severe BOP crisis, the which Pakistan is currently facing. We were facing that, and when you're facing that crisis, you have to approach what? IMF, and IMF is controlled by USA, and then IMF says, bring liberalism in your country, free your economy, adopt neoliberal reforms, and then we will give you money. So ultimately, we had to adopt neoliberalism nonetheless. So we adopted a structural adjustment program. They adopted शॉक थेरेपी. अब यहां पे आपको समझना पड़ेगा व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन इन इंडिया. मैं पहले ही बता चुका हूं 1960s में न्यू लिबरलिज्म इवॉल्व्ड एज एन आइडिया in US as Reaganism. Reagan was the president. In his name we call it Reaganism. UK में Thatcherism. Margaret Thatcher was the prime minister there. So Thatcherism. The reform initiated by Reagan in USA, Reaganism. The reforms initiated by Thatcher in UK, Thatcherism. Both were neoliberal reforms. Means privatization, liberalization and globalization. Withdrawing the state away from the people. एंड इंडिया में आप कह सकते हैं प्रॉपरली, दो न्यू लिबरलिज्म स्टार्टेड विद 1991, बट प्रॉपरली दे हैव बीन अडॉप्टेड बाय मोदी गवर्नमेंट. न्यू लिबरलिज्म को प्योर फॉर्म में किसी ने इंप्लीमेंट किया है तो मोदी गवर्नमेंट ने इंप्लीमेंट किया है. द रिफॉर्म्स सो वी कैन कॉल मोदीइज्म काइंड ऑफ थिंग. एनीवे, ये हम इसलिए समझ रहे हैं बिकॉज येल्सिन वाज हैड टेकन शॉक थेरेपी. दे वर गोइंग न्यू लिबरल. तो विद व्हिच कंट्री दे विल बी नियर टू? US, of course, you are opening your economy. So Yeltsin had an inclination toward US. And what kind of relation we had with US? Bad relations we had. So what kind of relation we had with Russia? अब गुड कैसे हो गए? अगर हमारे रिलेशन बैड हैं यूएस से एंड रशिया इज मूविंग टुवर्ड यूएस, तो हमारे रिलेशन कैसे हो जाएंगे रशिया से? बैड थे इस समय. येल्सिन के टाइम पे हमारे रिलेशन काफी खराब हो गए थे. ठीक है. But things changed. How? Putin is a direct outcome of this crisis. What happened? I told you earlier also. नहीं, रशिया तो इसलिए भी था दमन बिकॉज रशिया वाज अ बिग पावर. 1970s में बना था एनएसजी. विदाउट रशिया यू कैन नॉट कंट्रोल न्यूक्लियर कॉमर्स. इसलिए बनाया, रशिया को पार्ट बनाया था. तो व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग फॉर एग्जांपल, अब हम बात करें लिबरलिज्म की. व्हाट हैपेंड इज रैपिड न्यू लिबरलिज्म. देखिए, प्राइवेटाइजेशन इज मोर लेस नॉट बैड, बट इफ इट इज पीस मील, थोड़ा थोड़ा ओवर जनरेशन, दैट्स व्हाई डिस्ट्रीब्यूट वेल्थ थ्रू आउट द जनरेशंस. बट रैपिड प्राइवेटाइजेशन का मतलब दैट फ्यू फैमिलीज will capture everything. That's the fear a lot of economic scholars are talking about India currently. India जितनी तेजी से प्राइवेटाइजेशन कर रहा है, everything is being privatized rapidly. The few families are capturing India's national asset. वो हमने ऑक्सफैम की रिपोर्ट मैंने आपको बताई थी. ऑक्सफैम रिपोर्ट क्लियर हाईलाइट करती है that 1% of India holds 40% of national wealth, and it is rising. Since Modi government has come to power, it has risen by 121%. Rapid privatization. इससे नुकसान क्या है? That wealth will not be distributed over generations. By the time you will come to the age कि you can buy something, तब तक सब बिक चुका होगा. तो आप क्या खरीदोगे? बात क्लियर है? So what happened here is they also committed rapid privatization, and because of this, a system emerged in Russia that is oligarchy. आप हर जगह whenever you hear the news, you always hear Russian oligarch. हर वक्त ये सुनने को मिलता है बिकॉज दिस रैपिड प्राइवेटाइजेशन के कारण फ्यू फैमिलीज ऑफ रशिया दे कैप्चर ऑल द नेशनल एसेट्स ऑफ रशिया, एंड अगेंस्ट दीज पीपल पुतिन रोज टू पावर. पुतिन प्रॉमिस्ड आई विल ब्रिंग बैक योर मनी फ्रॉम दिस ओलिगार्क्स, बट ही इज हिमसेल्फ एन ओलिगार्क. ही इज अ सॉफ्ट डिक्टेटर. हमने सॉफ्ट डिक्टेटर डिटेल में समझा था. सॉफ्ट डिक्टेटर्स आर द पीपल हु अपीयर्स फॉर द पीपल बट दे आर पार्ट ऑफ द एलीट्स. वो बनाते हैं कि हम आपके लिए काम कर रहे हैं, वो ऐसे दिखाएंगे जैसे जनता के लिए वो काम कर रहे हैं, बट दे आर ऑलवेज वर्किंग फॉर द एलीट्स, वर्किंग फॉर द कॉर्पोरेट्स. उनके लिए रिफॉर्म्स लाते हैं. बात के लिए होते हैं यहाँ पे. तो इसके बाद रशिया रियलाइज दिस कि दिस शॉक थेरेपी हैज नॉट वर्क फॉर रशिया, एंड वेस्ट इज नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन अ जेन्युइन पार्टनरशिप. वेस्ट इज ओनली इंटरेस्टेड इन लूटिंग रशियन रिसोर्सेस. एंड देन पुतिन कम्स टू पावर, एंड पुतिन वाज एंटी वेस्ट. He is anti-West basically. तो पुतिन के टाइम पे हमारे रिलेशन फिर कैसे हो जाएंगे? बढ़िया हो जाएंगे. Because Putin was anti-West and we anyway did not like West much. So our relation started to improve. कब तक? Till Modi government comes to power. 2014. यहाँ से you can say our relation has nosedived because for the first time in the history of Russia, Russia signed a defense pact with Pakistan. पहली बार रशिया ने एक डिफेंस पैक्ट साइन किया पाकिस्तान के साथ, गिविंग पाकिस्तान वेपन, joint military exercises and even choppers and other military infrastructure. A promise that they broke. पहले वो कभी नहीं करते थे. They never gave anything to Pakistan offensive. For the first time they gave offensive things to Pakistan. Why? Simple logic. Modi government comes to power. Modi government is neoliberal and it is leaning toward where? US, and Russia is very angry over it. रशिया आपको देखे अभी फिर बोल दिया इसने, क्या नाम है इसका, सरगेई लैवरोव, अभी रिसेंटली एक वीक पहले या 2 वीक पहले ही हैज ओपनली अगेन सेड दैट इंडो पैसिफिक इज अ स्ट्रेटेजिक आइडिया एंड इंडिया इज बिकमिंग अ टूल ऑफ यूएस फॉरेन पॉलिसी. तो अभी रशिया, आई एम सेइंग, टेलिंग यू, रशिया इज साइलेंट बिकॉज रशिया वांट इंडिया टू परचेज रशियन ऑयल इन यूक्रेन वॉर, हैव इकोनॉमी, इसलिए वो साइलेंट है. अदरवाइज इट वाज सेइंग अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. नहीं, हर्ष एक चीज समझिए, रशिया में पुतिन इज एक्सट्रीम नेशनलिस्ट, और नेशनलिज्म इज द लास्ट रेफ्यूज ऑफ, मैंने नहीं बोला है दिल्ली पुलिस, नेशनलिज्म इज द लास्ट रेफ्यूज ऑफ स्काउंड्रल्स. I don't remember the scholar. He has said patriotism is the last refuge of scoundrels. When you cannot prevent anything, तो आप nationalism की, जैसे अभी हिंडनबर्ग रिपोर्ट ने बोला, you cannot do away with corporate fraud by wrapping yourself in the national flag. We have raised question, answer them. ये मत बोलो it is attack on India. Answer them properly. Come to US, file a case. Nothing of which the company will do, because filing a case means you have to reveal documents, and that will be even bigger problem. Strategic in one sense, Daman. स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप वो तो कहने की है, ऐसे तो हमारी वी हैव स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप विद इवन, क्या बोलते हैं इसे, चाइना. चाइना, आई होप सबको लिखवा है, चाइना इज आवर स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनर. पता नहीं कैसे स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनर है बट है. तो अगेन फिर वही बात आती है विच आई हैव टोल्ड यू मल्टीपल टाइम, ऑल अग्रीमेंट्स आर जस्ट पीस टाइम अग्रीमेंट्स. वॉर टाइम में कोई नहीं मानता. अगर मानता तो रशिया एंड सॉरी चाइना एंड अस, वी आर स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनर. स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनर का मतलब होता है दिस स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनर डज नॉट गो ऑन वॉर विद ईच अदर एंड वी फाइट विद ईच अदर एवरी सेकंड ऑफ आवर लाइफ. तो वी शुड बी क्लियर, चाइना इज एन एनिमी कंट्री. हमें दो थॉट नहीं रखने चाहिए, एंड वी शुड टेक काउंटर मेजर टू चाइना. चलिए नंदलेस, यहां तक क्लियर है. इसके बाद की कहानी हम बाद में करेंगे. सबको क्लियर? एनी क्वेश्चन अप टिल हियर? नहीं है? चलिए लिखिए सब लोग, स्टार्ट राइटिंग. Yes, Harsh, वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ. Russia is playing a safe game. India is playing a safe game in spite of being a strategic partner with US. US के साथ हमने डिफेंस पैक्ट भी साइन किया, उसके बावजूद we did not participate in the Ukraine war. A smart move, because we understand Russia and China are near to us in geography. US is a far country. जब तक वो बचाने आएगा, things can go ugly. और हमने यही समझते हैं, हम रशिया भी सेम गेम खेल रहा है. रशिया is silent because it want India right now, और कुछ नहीं है. चलिए everyone start writing. India, Russia is a chapter name. Within this, pehla, historical evolution. First heading, historical evolution. Historical evolution में phase 1, during the time of Stalin. Phase 1 hyphen, during the time of Stalin. Within this, write down, Stalin was a bitter critic. Stalin was a bitter critic of NAM. Stalin was a bitter critic of NAM. Full stop. He held that either you are with us or against us. Either you are with us or against us. Full stop. India-Russia relations. India-Russia relations were in very bad shape during Stalin. India-Russia relations were in very bad shape during Stalin. Next, phase 2. Phase 2 hyphen लिखिए Khrushchev to Gorbachev. Khrushchev to Gorbachev. कहाँ गया Khrushchev? Khrushchev to Gorbachev. He was the last president. Khrushchev to Gorbachev. Within Khrushchev to Gorbachev, within this write down. India-Russia relations. India-Russia relations started to improve. India-Russia relations started to improve. Full stop. Subheading reasons. Subheading reasons. Number 1. Khrushchev initiated de-Stalinization of Russia. Khrushchev initiated de-Stalinization of Russia. Full stop. Second point. Russia-China border dispute. Russia-China border dispute in 1960s. Next point, Mao held Khrushchev as a revisionist traitor. Mao held Khrushchev as a revisionist traitor. Full stop. Next point, USA started ping pong diplomacy. USA started ping pong diplomacy with China. Ping pong diplomacy with China. Full stop. Subheading outcome. Subheading outcome. Within this write down, as a consequence of the events of 1960s, comma, India USSR signed a treaty of friendship. India USSR signed a treaty of friendship in 1971. Treaty of friendship in 1971, comma, with the following provisions. With the following provisions. Number 1, contracting parties will inform each other about any friction with any third country. about any friction with any third country. Full stop. Second point. Contracting parties will take all the necessary measures. Contracting parties will take all the necessary measures to remove the threat. Take the measures to remove the threat. Full stop. Significance. Subheading significance. Significance of the TT. Significance of the TT. Within this, write down. It was a kind of collective defense pact. It was a kind of collective defense pact like NATO. Kind of collective defense pact like NATO. Full stop. Next point. It laid the foundation. Often they are revised after 10 to 20 years. Sometimes they may have provision, sometimes they may not, depending upon. जैसे हमारी जो टीटी थी नेपाल के साथ, it did not have any provision of time revision, but country if want तो revise कर ली जाती है. चलिए, so क्या लिखा हमने next point में? It laid the foundation of strong India-Russia relationship. It laid the foundation of strong India-Russia relationship. Full stop. Another subheading. Benefits for India. Benefits for India. Point number 1. India could protect its territorial integrity. India could protect its territorial integrity in 1971 war. In 1971 war. Full stop. Second point. Despite Pakistan-US axis, Pakistan-US axis, Pakistan could not intervene in Jammu Kashmir. Despite Pakistan-US axis, Pakistan could not intervene in Jammu Kashmir. ठीक है. Next subheading, benefits for USSR. Benefits for USSR. Number 1, India was the leader. India was the leader of NAM countries. India was the leader of NAM countries and could push the third world countries toward USSR. Could push the third world countries toward USSR. Full stop. Second, it was an ideological defeat. It was an ideological defeat of USA. It was an ideological defeat of USA because a democracy chose a communist country over a capitalist country. Because a democracy chose a communist country over a capitalist country. ठीक है, थर्ड पॉइंट, USSR got a large market. USSR got a large market for its defense industry. USSR got a large market for its defense industry. Next, phase 3. Phase 3. Phase 3 since 1990s. Phase 3 since 1990s. Subheading, during Yeltsin time. Phase 3 में subheading, during Yeltsin, YELSTIN. कहाँ लिखा है मैंने Yeltsin? पता नहीं. During Yeltsin time. Yeltsin time में लिखिए. Yeltsin was in pro-West approach. Yeltsin was in pro-West approach and adopted the shock therapy. And adopted the shock therapy. And adopted the shock therapy. Full stop. India-Russia relations. India-Russia relations were not in good shape. India-Russia relations were not in good shape. ठीक है, लिखिए शॉर्ट नोट ऑन शॉक थेरेपी. शॉर्ट नोट ऑन शॉक थेरेपी. हमने पहले कभी कलेक्टिव डिफेंस पे शॉर्ट नोट लिखा है? या लिखा तो होगा, नेटो वेटो की कोई बात नहीं हुई. लिखा है, कोई चेक नहीं कर रहा. saying yes, Daman is saying, Harsh is saying yes. लिखा होगा कलेक्टिव डिफेंस पे, क्योंकि ठीक है, चलिए तो इस पे लिख लेते हैं सर. Within side down, neoliberalism is an ideology. Neoliberalism is an ideology favoring market fundamentalism. Is an ideology favoring market fundamentalism. Market fundamentalism, full stop. It basically means that all the government sectors must be withdrawn. It basically means all the government sectors must be withdrawn and private sector should be installed. All the government sector must be withdrawn and private sector should be installed in its place. Full stop. Next para. World Bank and IMF. World Bank and IMF suggested shock therapy. Suggested shock therapy and structural adjustment program. Suggested shock therapy and structural adjustment program for European countries, for European countries and non-European countries respectively. For European countries and non-European countries respectively. ठीक है, full stop. अब सब हेडिंग, it's a tool, a name है हर्ष. There are two names that have been given to neoliberal reforms: structural adjustment program for non-European and shock therapy for European. Shock therapy क्यों? Because immediately you are switching. You are a communist, immediately you are switching to capitalism, that is rapid privatization. तो shock हो गया. Structural adjustment में non-European countries will go for changes, जैसे हमने करा था. We adopted the reforms in the form of new economic policy. So we changed the structure of India's economy. ठीक है. So अच्छा हमारा टाइम भी ओवर हो रहा है. We have to write, लिखिए outcome of Yeltsin era. सब हेडिंग. Shock therapy is for European countries and structural adjustment program is for non-European countries. Yeltsin era, ERA. Outcome of Yeltsin era is the subheading. Within the subheading, write down. The shock therapy adopted by Yeltsin. The shock therapy adopted by Yeltsin led to the loot of Russian resources. Led to the loot of Russian resources and the emergence of oligarchy in Russia. And the emergence of oligarchy in Russia. Full stop. Russia became aware that the West is not interested. Russia became aware that the West is not interested in a genuine partnership. The West is not interested in a genuine partnership. Full stop. It is only interested. It is only interested in the loot of Russian resources. It is only interested in the loot of Russian resources. Okay. Full stop. Next subheading within phase 3. Next subheading. Primakov replacing Kosygin. Primakov replacing Kosygin as the foreign minister. Yeah, subheading है Primakov replacing Kosygin as the foreign minister. ठीक है, तो this was the person who instituted change in Russia and India relation, which we will do in the next class. चलिए, have a nice day everyone. कल मिलते हैं.